Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kayla, and the channel is called Talk Business with Me, where we're talking about all things business. When I say talk business with me, it's like I say it all together, and when we're talk business with me, it sounds like a slur. Even when I say it in serious, it sounds like that. But welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I've been busy. I've really been busy trying to get things together. Work has been busy, business has been busy, and my brand has been busy. So just want to give you some updates. So I am currently in the process of writing a children's book. It is a financial literacy children's book that I will be launching in August. So that is something I've been working on in the meantime. And then also I am getting ready for a launch, my business launch. My business is a bookkeeping and taxation business. So I have been doing that. I did taxes this year. So yeah, I've been just working honestly. And I also will be introducing a scholarship fund for high school students. So if you know any high school students, make sure they're following this page because I will be posting only on this platform when the scholarship applications open. So it will be a live video, a premiere video, however you do that. But yes, that's when I'll be posting, like when the scholarship application will open and stuff. So it's not going to be this year, but definitely next year of 2024. So make sure you're following this page, following all this to get all my important details. So let's get back into what today's video is about. So today's video, we are talking about the switch between public accounting and corporate accounting. So I used to work in public accounting. It will make a year ago I worked in public accounting because it is officially my 1 year anniversary for my new job. So I was working in public accounting. Once I graduated college in May of 2020, I started working in a public accounting firm in October of 2020. And I worked there for about a year and like 7 or 8 months, maybe 10 months. But I left public accounting last year, April. Now, the switch, it's definitely a switch. Now, a lot of people that move into regular accounting, I consider it corporate accounting. That's my job function. A lot of people who make the switch all normally leave public accounting to go into corporate accounting, I would say. Um, so we're going to be talking about a little bit of that today. And I do have a video that I made. I will link it up here. When I left, why did I leave my big four accounting firm at the time? So the switch has been, I would say, it was a good switch. I definitely do not miss working at a public accounting firm. I don't miss working 60, 70 hours a week, January to May, working, not being able to take off, not being able to take vacation. And just the thing I was just doing, I wasn't auditing. It was just boring to me. It was just like there's no purpose of my work. I'm But I'm not able to showcase like my skills, my talents. Like sometimes I even think like I keep on saying like sometimes I think about whether accounting I love accounting and I love finance. But I know for sure that accounting is like me working in a accounting company or with a company in their accounting department is not my dream job. Like it's not a job that I want to work at forever. It's not a job that I want to retire in. It's not something I want to do. I've honestly been like talking to people, talking to mentors and finding mentors and just talking about this thing that I have. Like, I don't think I want to retire in accounting. I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to be senior manager, director of an accounting department within a company. I've always wanted to own my own business. And that's something I'm pushing towards more. And a lot of the stuff I do outside of my accounting job is community service. I do a lot of community service around being a math tutor. I'm a mentor. I mentor high school students. I talk about college on my YouTube channel. Like, I do all of this. I've done a series at a college talking about financial literacy, talking about financial aid, just talking about all of that. And it's like, I love to do that. And basically, I bring more to the table than closing the books every month, is what I'm getting at. Like, I do a lot of stuff just around community outreach that I bring more to the table than closing books every month. So that's why looking at the bigger picture, looking at that type of picture, I want to do more around my purpose. Um, and venture off and do that. I think that's where I'm going towards more this year. That's something that I've been working on and just seeing. I love the company I'm with, but I don't see a career in a accounting department with a company. Maybe for my company, yes. But within my company, I'm still doing other things. Like, I do like bookkeeping because I like organizing people's books and their daily transactions and looking at that. I like it. It's still one form of accounting, but bookkeeping and accounting is completely two different fields. Um, Taxes, like, that's a completely different field as well. Like, okay, you have an accounting degree, you get your CPA. You can have your accounting degree and your CPA and you still don't know the tax laws. That's something that you have to teach yourself, or that's something that you have to get the necessary training or courses for, just like you do with your CPA. Like, okay, you know the basics of it, taxes, but I want to get into the nitty-gritty of taxes when I'm going to start doing filing taxes for small businesses. I left that company in April of 2022, and I would say the company is great, the benefits are great, the people are great, but I just could not see myself there in a long run. And I think I'm a very analytical person when I start looking into the nitty gritty of things like that. So, like, I just saw myself like, I don't see myself here for a long time. So I left the company, and honestly, I have nothing bad to say about the company. It's more about the work I was doing. I felt so it was born for me and it wasn't fulfilling towards me. And that's what I talk about in the video I'm gonna link up here about why I left um, the big four accounting firm that I was working at. Now I will say the pay, I had to get used to the pay because I thought I would be making a little bit more than what I started out with. I started out with, right out of college, $55,000. I thought I was going to be making a little bit more, but I think it only drastically increased because of COVID. People did pass. COVID was horrible. Um, I believe the only reason why my salary increased, but was because of COVID, the cost of living, we were still working from home. Additionally, I was the only Black person on my team, and I feel as though I was the only Black person on the team in a while. It was probably like a team of 15 of us. I was the only Black woman. Um, and I mean, right now I am the only Black woman too, but, so it's just kind of like this is a norm now, I'm guessing. It's just normal. It shouldn't be normal, but it's normal. Like, I'm going to always be the Black person of the team. And sometimes it could be like, oh, now you have to make sure being you're carrying yourself a certain way, you have a certain esteem about yourself, because now you are basically the face of Black people. And it shouldn't feel that way, but that's honestly how I feel. So anytime I do something with work, I make sure I give it my 110% because it's like, well, you're the only Black person, so Let's see how this goes. Um, but I was the only Black person, and I'm still the only Black person on my team now. So we all know it's maybe only 1% or 2% of CPAs that are Black. Accounting is not a something a lot of people do. I will just keep it at that. So, also, one thing that really pushed me away from the company I was working with is because my CPA. I was studying for my CPA at the time. I started studying for my CPA in August after I graduated because I just did not have the motivation to continue to study. I studied for the CPA in August. I graduated in May, started studying in August, and I just couldn't find the time to study and to really have that motivation to keep studying. So I would start studying August to December. Probably, I think I failed two parts then. But then busy season comes up. They recommend you not study during busy season. It makes sense. You don't have time to study. So I didn't study from like January to May. And then it was another cycle that started. Okay, I'm starting to study again June to December. It was just like they give you perks to study. Ooh. They give you days off to take your test. Ooh. But I I couldn't do it. I just could not find the motivation. I couldn't find the time. And this is just my personal experience. I just couldn't. And I still have not passed my CPA to this day. And I've been studying since August of 2020, and it is April 2023. Now, with my current job, I do have more time to study, but I'm honestly right now going through a phase where it's like they're changing the CPA into they have a new structure for the CPA, and it's just like I just been like thinking I have taken the CPA exam. I've only taken back and I've only taken far. And I've probably taken both exams in total for about 6 times, maybe 6 or 7 times I've taken in total, both retried to take back and far. And I have not passed. So I'm just starting to think like, is the CPA for me? I don't want to have that mindset, but it's not working. It's not. And maybe I have bigger things or other things to worry about, but I've honestly been thinking like, is the CPA for me? Like, is that something I really want to stress about and do? I don't care to be a director of a company. I don't want to be a controller of a company. I don't want to be a senior manager of a company. Um, so it's like, what I've been thinking currently, like, what's next for me? What is the next training, certification, learning pillar for my career? That's something that I've been really thinking about and just really like praying on and just trying to understand what does Kayla want and what will help Kayla's career. So after I made the switch from public accounting, I currently work in corporate accounting. So I just work for a company. Um, I work in Baltimore, Maryland. So I work for a company and I just work in the accounting department. They consider it controllership. So it's like the controller department within the company. So many different departments within the company. But at the end of the day, what we're reporting out goes through controllership. So that is my task. So every month we close the books. Monthly, I do journal entries, reconciliations, reporting out. I also have to do, we work on the 10Q, we quarterly, the 10K. So we do all of that. So we're kind of like, I would consider it, we are the controllership, but like the conclusion of everything we do goes through my team, my accounting team, well, the accounting team that I'm on, and the department that I'm on. If you want to like make the correlation, like in auditing, you sometimes ask your clients for explanations for like activity, like quarterly activity. Okay, what changed from this quarter to that quarter? So my job now is to create those explanations or get the support for those explanations and send that to the auditors. So that's currently my job. If you have any questions, make sure you put it in the comments below. You can ask me anything, what are some day-to-day tasks? Just know that the it's definitely, I would say 100, 100, 100% work-life balance is at my job. And my current job, we work from home. We only go into the office maybe once a month or once every other month. So we are strictly working from home, which I thoroughly love and enjoy. Everyone on my team loves it. Everyone enjoys it. So that is one thing I would say that I love, love, love so much about my company is that we work from home. They listen to their employees. They listen to, okay, this is not working for them, the team, so how about we do this instead? So I want to say May 1st or 2nd will make my first 1 year with the company, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. But me personally, I'm just now looking at what do I want to see next for my career? What do I want to do next? Like, what are some things that I want to work on, whether it's certifications? What do I want to do? Um, like, what does my career look like when I'm thinking about 5 years or 10 years from now? So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you put your questions or comments in the comment section below. I will make sure I will link my videos, and please stay tuned for more videos and more announcements that I have coming up. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one.